So yeah, let's talk about personal security, which I know sometimes you've told me is personal safety might be a better phrase, but what exactly is it?
Okay, so the title of it is safety and security. So the idea is that when anybody goes overseas to work, very often they have no idea of their environment they're going into. Generally, the majority of people throughout the world are really good, they're nice people, genuine people. But often, as foreigners, and foreigners trying to help, often people feel offended or upset or threatened by that. Our governments don't help by decreeing certain things or supporting certain sides. It means that a humanitarian aid worker going into the field is often a target purely because of something our government said or external forces. Not necessarily the person themselves or the programme, but what external discussions have been.
So one aspect of the security that you've got a concern with is sort of political factors that are beyond the individual who's going there then, basically.
That's one of I mean, there are so many. The environments over the past few years, the increase in attacks on aid workers has been increasing. There are certain countries that are far more dangerous than others, but often an aid worker will go to the field without being made aware of the impact of what they're doing or the risks they're taking. So what we try to do is to educate them on what the likely risks are going to be and how best to remove that threat and actually make them less vulnerable.
Right. So when you talk about personal security, in my mind, it kind of conjures up images of bodyguards and bulletproof vests and stuff like that. Is it that kind of thing?
It's exactly the opposite.
Oh,
exactly the opposite. Remaining safe and secure is the psychology of people, really. It's trying to figure out what the threats are. And once you understand the threats are, you can do something about it. You can change your behaviour. If you change your behaviour, then you reduce your vulnerability. In fact, the only control you have is your vulnerability. And you adjust your vulnerability by understanding what the threats are, what the risks of threats, and then working to or changing your behaviour so that you reduce your vulnerability. You can't remove it, but you can certainly reduce it.
Yeah.